What's up, y'all? Back with another Persistent Progress video. And you know what the motto is, man. Persistent Progress. We trying to make the best version of ourselves any way possible. If you ain't doing it for yourself, then you're doing it for your loved ones. If you're doing it for your mother, your daddy, your kids, your any kind of family member, friends, whatever. If it ain't for you and it's for them, whatever the purpose is, as long as you grind to get better every day, that's the whole point. Persistent progress. We steadily moving forward. We're doing these videos that, I try to stay consistent as possible. I recently got busy, just add more to my plate, so I wasn't able to get to the videos on a weekly basis like I usually want to. But I'm back here with another one. I'm going to update everything that I've been having going on. And so as videos, I use as a platform that we can talk, share our experiences and knowledge that we can gain and learn and just kind of network with each other. So, persistent progress movement, that's the whole foundation of it. Is any way we got a blessing, we pass it on to the next person and they receive it back to us. It's going on in a cycle, and that's how it keeps going. It's passing blessings. And that's what the persistent progress movement is about, So I'm going to talk about my last month's challenge I had for September, which was just greeting myself, meeting new people, introducing myself to in any way, shape, or form of if it's business, if it's just at work, if it's out in public, any way that I can meet somebody new. You never know what you could find out, who you can run into, but you only know if you just come out your comfort zone and you just talk to them. You never know who you might run into and what they might know, who even they might know, connections you can build and you can grow from there. We all need each other. We can never do everything on our own. We can do a lot by ourselves, but it's impossible to do everything on our own and where we want to get to and be. So that went well. September was a big month for me for all the different type of business avenues that I have now explored, I've learned, I've tried, and different people I've networked and market with. I definitely advise for you to come out your comfort zone and meet new people. Try new things. You never know what you can come across. So I'm happy with the results I got from September. It's big things coming forward for me and my family and people I connected with as well too. So also going into this month's challenge. I'm gonna step up my game with my sign language. My sign language, I got busy, so it slacked here and there. I'm still learning a new word every day. So you know what I mean? You start add these once a day, start adding up. You get in 2 and 3 months and 4 months, we're looking at 30 words a month. It start getting up. So I think I'm at about 90 plus words, something like that. Sometimes you add a couple more words here and there in a day if I'm just researching or doing whatever. So that's what I've been adding to my toolbox, as well as just growing more different business avenues, different companies that I've been doing my research on, learn more about, just trying to find out what all they do, how they can benefit me, how I can benefit them, as well as my communities and different things of that nature. So that's what I've been adding to my toolbox. Nothing too crazy right now that I can really speak on, but like I said, September was a good month for me. So I definitely got some things coming that I can't wait to share with people and let y'all know how my process works by the results that y'all are able to see. So, once I finally get things established and, my feet on the ground running, but once I make it to the finish line, I can show y'all the blueprint and how that actually was efficient and worked. I don't want to show my work for what I've done if it don't turn out the way that I wanted to in the end, because then we just backtracking and, we just sharing notes that I end up throwing away. So I'm gonna share the final finished copy once everything is set in stone and taken care of. So with today's talk, I want to cover some things talking about the stocks. And so, like I said before in my previous video, that I was looking into finding out how to do stock trading options and just learning about that. It's a whole different type of beast and monster than just buying stocks and trading as a regular thing. So my buddy kind of got on me a little bit because I backed away from a little bit when the stock market has crashed in September. It took a big hit, and right when I was about to jump in, it did that. And I was like, this might be a sign from God, like telling Dre, don't lose that money. And so I backed off, and I was just still doing my research here and there. I kind of slowed down from trying to commit to it, but I didn't really slow up or give up from doing my research on it. So in my example, how I would use it, it's like being at the pool and that water cold and you just tippy-toeing to get in. It's like you get halfway in, you scared of getting all the way. Instead of just diving in and going and swimming, I was just tippy-toeing around, but my buddy called me out on it. So, eventually I just jumped in. So now I'm in the game with the stocks and doing different things, and I'm not a crazy investor or anything like that. My money ain't that long anyways, but I'm definitely learning as I go. And like he told me that you can't really learn these true experiences and these lessons unless you're actually hands on. You can do all the research you want to, but until you get to feel that extra experience and get to kind of maneuver a different kind of way once you're actually in the field, that's what makes a big difference for you to learn if you become advanced and you to keep growing the way that you want to. So now I'm in the game and, things are going well for me. I made some gains and some profits right off the bat, making smart decisions. Just doing extra work on my research, and because it's my money, I care about my money. So I'm getting it in now. I'm going with this new stock thing, so I'm new to the game. But one day I'm gonna be a vet because I'm gonna keep getting better and keep trying and keep learning new things. I'm in that water now. So one thing next I want to speak on is that I was eager this month. Things were going the right direction, but I was putting in a lot of effort and a lot of hard work. So that's how the things were going the right direction because I kept finding new things. Not that things were happening for me as of results type of things, but it was more so it's like finding new books or something to read. It's like finding new businesses that you ain't never heard of before that now you find interest in because you're like, I can benefit to them some kind of way and here and there. So that was my kind of thing. It was that I was finding new ways that I could better myself, new skills, new tasks that I can accomplish that I felt that it was just only going to make my resume as myself, as a man, as a businessman, as any type of way possible. That's what I was looking to do. And so I was finding these different ways. And it's like I was feeding myself caffeine, but with different type of knowledge. And so I talked to my big cousin. He's like a mentor, big brother, cousin, anything you could think of. He's an older version of me. So I know that I look at him as an older version of me more than anyone. I know that, basically I go to him, what my older self tell my younger self. And, that's how I kind of go to the older people and stuff like that, especially him. And what he said to me, I didn't like. I didn't want to hear it, but I knew it was true. And I knew it was the right thing. And I listened to him. He told me that a dog shit fast, don't shit long. And some of y'all may understand for that what that means, but listen to it again. A dog that shit fast does not shit long. And I want to shit long. I want to shit all day. I want to shit all week. And so what he's basically telling me is that I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right thing, but slow down. Don't be too anxious. Don't be too overzealous. And being too anxious, too overzealous, you can speed up a process that ain't meant to be sped up yet. As long as you stay on track, you just keep that same energy and keep it going, but keep a steady pace. It's a marathon. It's not a quick race. This ain't no 100-meter dash. This is a marathon. And so with that being said, it's like, okay, I took it and I ran with it. That same energy that I had, in my stubborn way, it's like, I'm going to show him. I started taking that same anxiousness, that same zealousness, and I put that into more research, more homework. And I was showing, bring them back stuff. Okay, well, then this is what I got. This is what I'm going to do. So now that if I can't capitalize on something right now, then I'm just going to at least keep finding this more new information that eventually when it's time to be, we're going to have so much different options and opportunities for us to make moves that, that's where I put my energy. I redirected that overzealous, that anxious energy into positive movements for finding new and things that can improve me or improve anything that I'm involved in or I'm looking to get involved in. So, with that, you're going to find some things that you got to step out and you got to try. You got to jump in that water, see if it's meant for you or see if it's not meant for you. And that's what was happening, different things. And I come back and let them know, like, hey, I tried this. It didn't work. You know what I mean? So I pulled back out of it and now I'm on to this type of thing. So it's like now I'm redirecting that energy where I'm keep searching, I'm finding, I'm putting in that field work that I need to be able to get to where I want to be. I'm a real analytical person, and so I was listening to Rod Wave, and as anybody listen to him, that he got some serious lyrics and just talking about, life stories and everything like that. So his popular song called I Remember, when he said, what life taught me, to get one win, you got to take 1,000 losses. And I felt that, and just he said a bunch of different lyrics, but just at that time, the moment when my brain just gets to going, I'm just thinking about it, it's like, man, that's what I'm living by right now. It's like I got that positive energy for me being overzealous and everything like that. It's like I'm okay with taking them losses, though. I'm okay with taking these lessons because these losses and these lessons is how I'm returning back after these losses or these lessons. It's how that I gotta keep coming back. That same positive energy. I'm excited to take a loss because I know that's not my end story. I know my end story is a W. I know that regardless the way my mindset is, my ego, my stubbornness, my drive, I will not fail. I will not lose. Is that anything that I'm doing, it's me learning, it's me gaining knowledge. And it's like I can only be as good as I can be if I take that shot and I take that risk and I lose and I learn that lesson. You can only be great by you losing. You need to understand your losses so you can really appreciate your gains and so you can know where to go. So, that really hit home with me. And I think the best thing, going back to my month strong challenge that I did with meeting everybody, is that I was open to try new things. By me meeting and running into anybody and talking to these different people, you're gonna learn different things that you may not have been comfortable with, you may not have heard of, but you gotta be open to try new things, because that's how you expand, that's how you grow, that's how you become more than what you even expect, because you don't know what's in the future, what's in store for you. So the best way to do that is just always be accepting to new information and new knowledge you can gain. I was constantly doing that. I was consistently looking for and find new ways to learn anything possible. I would find questions to ask different people. I would sit back before I even talk to them. If I got a scheduled meeting to talk to them, I was having meetings, some 2 and 3 different businesses in one day while I'm at work. And just I'm writing down questions that I already had pre-planned to ask them. I got a set of questions that I'll ask any company, and regardless of it, I want to know their answers. And then if the companies are similar, that comparing McDonald's to Burger King, I got questions lined up for both of them, and I'm writing down their answers to see how they are different, how they're similar when I go back to go over my notes. That's how in tune I am into the game. I mean, and it's made me grow. It's definitely been beneficial to me, because now I can sit back after meeting and talking with everybody and just truly understand for what they have to offer to me as well as what I have to offer to them. So with the last thing is that I sit back a lot and I'll go through my day and I think about a lot of different things. I usually write in my notes, like, this is what I'm talking about in my next video. I'm gonna hit them with this one. And so one thing I was thinking about, I don't know if it was about me or if I was talking to somebody else, but I wrote this down. So I got to read off the screen. So, forgive me for not looking at it as professional or whatever, how you want to think about it for the video, but I'm reading this off the screen, but what I wrote down. So this is what it says. Don't you quit or don't get discouraged because you think you failed. Don't let what you think you failed at create fear for your next opportunity. Read the room, and when your readings is negative, either reading it wrong as a glass half empty, or instead, how about you read it half full? And say, if you read the room and it still feels negative, then leave. Leave from that circumstance to find a positive situation. But you got to have positive energy while you search for the positive circumstances. The lessons you learning is to appreciate what you're going to receive when you least expect it in the future. Learning your lesson definitely is grieving and going through the hurt to make sure you appreciate the process. But be woke, be aware and conscious to understand that you're learning that last lesson you're going through, and to make it so you can go even harder for the next time, even when you thought that you went your hardest on the last opportunity that you had. But now you're using that as motivation to go even harder on this next opportunity that you have coming up. And what you're going to receive in the future is going to be all worth it. Control what you can control, remain patient, and be fully appreciative of the time that you have when it comes for you to shine. That's what makes the adventure worth it, and for you to enjoy the process. It's just like watching a movie. You can't know the end when it first starts, because that's what makes it good, the suspense. When the movie gets good in the middle, you gotta sit there. You gotta know your facts from the beginning, and you gotta constantly keep watching, paying attention. You can't get up and miss something, because then you're gonna want to know what's happening. That's what's gonna make it important for when it comes to the end, when it gets to that big point at the end of the movie, where it's all worth it for it, because you enjoyed that process from the beginning to the end. That's what makes a good movie. There's the beginning, the middle, and the end. Enjoying that process all the way through for you to enjoy at that last point of the movie at the end, when you celebrate, when you rejoicing for it. That's the story in your life, that when you get the results that you've been waiting for and you've been striving for, it's like somebody winning a championship at the end of the season. They celebrating, cheering, crying over that trophy. They remember the struggle. They remember from when they first had their first practice of the season. They remember the losses they was taking, the bumps and bruises, the injuries, the recovery, the times they had to doubt, but they stayed showing up, they stayed grinding, they stayed to it. And to win at the end, you get your championship moment, and you capitalize when it was your opportunity. So, enjoy the moment and just keep that positive energy, pick them legs up, keep moving forward day by day. It's persistent progress. Each time you moving forward, you getting better. And you doing your thing. So y'all have a blessed day. I hope y'all taking care of business, man. Keep on that positive energy, pass on them blessings. Persistent progress movement is the way. it's with your community and your community with you. And, you know, that's how I'm going. That's how I'm staying with it.